It's alive!
It's alive!
Any hoozles, welcome back to the Tales of Midcryu game. It's been... We had to take last week off, so we'll do a quick recap of what happened. The party had just survived Blet's attack, losing 2 horses and a cart. Everyone arrived in the city, had to pay bribes to get in. It was pouring rain, and they finally made it to the Blink Dog's Mug, the home base of Merton's guild that he's a part of, called the Bronze Eagles.
You're in the time zone.
I called it!
You did.
Fucking called it!
That was pretty on the nose.
Good goal.
Okay, so for 27 years, I have lived on ESD. Give me a couple months to adjust that. Everything is an hour.
No!
Time travel?
I am from the past now.
No worries, dude.
Great. Stay in the past. Just don't progress to 2020.
We were literally just doing a recap. Also, don't forget to change your name.
No.
There can only be one DM. At least tonight. But yeah, the party reached the Blink Dog's Mug, home of the Bronze Eagle Guild. New friendships were made with some of the locals. Fights were had. Annoying Dragonborns evaded somewhat.
I didn't think they were annoying.
We had to say goodbye to one of our party as he had his own path to walk, or kind of lumber on, being a turtle. But he was traded in for a new friend, a new dark elf lady. Some brewing of potions happened, and in the next morning, everyone began to leave, forgetting about Merton hanging naked from a chandelier, which the party eventually grabbed and headed off.
No, we tried really hard to forget about Martin. We tried so hard.
Someone else had to bring it up, and then Jasnah had to get angry because he was making them look bad.
It's not just him that looks bad when he does that.
He's only there until you guys deliver the letter and he gets his payment. Then he's back to the guild, and you're free of him.
Fine.
Well, at least he didn't fall asleep in any combats yet. But yeah, we leave off with everyone.
Ever put that out in the universe? I watched someone roll 3 nat 1s in a row yesterday. Why would you put that out in the universe?
Oh no.
Because it's a D100. But whatever. Everyone has now all geared up and has left the Blink Dog's Mug and headed off into the city. You were in search of Count Drake's estate, which you had been given directions to before, and Merton, knowing the city a bit better than you, starts to lead the way. As you all are walking through the streets, those of you who have been to the city before know that this is the nicer part of town, and crime is kind of kept to a minimum over here, at least in the light of day. Those of you new to the city, you've heard the reputations of the town, and you're surprised to not see any, well, you don't see any poor around. The streets are fairly clean. There's nobody begging at any corners. Everyone is dressed fairly nicely. kind of a surprise.
Have we? I haven't heard any rumors about this town outside of
No.
like. Okay. I was like, I don't think.
You're super isolated. You've heard nothing about anything.
Walking through, Moses is gonna be like, man, this sucks. Where are the trees?
They've been
Lena will
used
just
to make a
blink.
lot of the buildings.
As you look around, a lot of the buildings. I described this last time, but just to reiterate, there doesn't seem to be a cohesive style to the buildings. Like, one street is brick and mortar, and the building right next to it is rice paper and bamboo. The next one over that is plaster. There's no unified style here. Like, Jasnah, you recognize some buildings to have some kind of stonework, fairly reminiscent of the Alatiran style of building most of their homes, but not quite exactly the same. It looks like they're trying to copy it and not doing the greatest job of doing so.
So what do you do in towns?
Well, depends
Hello.
on the town.
Oh, you said well. What do you do in this town?
Try not to get stabbed.
As little as possible overall. But yeah, mostly the first one.
So far, so good.
Congratulations.
The day is young.
So we have a letter to deliver.
That we do.
So Platt told me.
To one.
Lena is just fucking hood up and like trying to keep herself away from direct sunlight as all possible.
Out of character, are you like a vampire? Or...
I am a drow.
Ah, okay.
It's fairly obvious.
The sun hurts.
Sun is icky and I don't like it. Both me and Lena.
Yeah, I feel that.
It was a nice brisk 95 today.
Oof,
With thaumaturgy, you manifest a minor wonder. Could that be like blocking out the sun in a certain area?
I was just gonna say Moira is gonna go jump on her head and spread her wings a bit, give you a little bit of shade.
Thank you. Now, if everything else could just be shaded too.
I mean, I could always try that blocking out the sun thing.
I mean, you cast it, it hadn't. You're trying to darken the sun. It has no effect.
Like one small little dot, like a marble.
Well, I was only like trying to darken it above where my friend was, not like full eclipse. But anyways,
Yeah, still, it doesn't really seem to have much of an effect, if any.
As we're going through this city, I want to keep struggling with words. I want to keep an eye out for any thieves' can.
Oh yeah, there are
How is-
thieves' cants on just about every other street. Like, it's literally everywhere.
Fairly certain the most common language in the city is thieves' cant.
Yeah.
How's everyone's supplies, by the way?
Whoa. I
Water,
don't know.
specifically.
Water specifically?
We
Less than phenomenal.
we could do with a bit of shoring up on the supplies.
Here, give me water and wineskins.
I don't even own a water or wineskin.
Boy, you are going to die in the city. Okay.
I have 0 gold, the clothes that I am wearing, and this key with a 0 on it.
No, you're going to be sold into slavery. I'll take that back.
You do know that slavery is illegal in this city.
So is a lot of things they do in the city.
There's actually a major event that happened 15 years ago, where they abolished slavery in the city. Well, the country.
Rule 1, you don't accept water from any of the major drinking hills. Just don't. And she will take out a barrel off her back. And uncork the top of it. Water! And start just pouring water into all your water skins.
Now that's handy.
And then she will take out her own when she finishes that and goes, wine, and pours wine into her water skin out of the same barrel. And then stuff the barrel back on her back.
Fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
Martin kind of, can I have some of that wine?
Good question. How much does this fucking make?
This is your alchemy jug.
Yup. Alchemy jug makes a gallon. Okay, yes. I think makes a gallon of wine.
Oh jeez.
Martin's getting day drunk.
So she fills up. It makes 4 gallons of beer. Why have I not fully read this item?
I don't know.
Excellent.
So everyone's wineskins are full.
Are there any
Thank you
rats
very
around?
much.
Are there any what around?
Rats.
Give me a perception check.
Well, there's
Hold on.
Rats. We're the rats.
You see one rat head poking out of between the leather and the collar of Amavasya on her shoulder, or their shoulder. You also see, you kind of look down one of the, voice crack. You look down one of the alleys, and you do see a pair of rats skittering away.
Okay. I will catch up with you guys. Mo is going to go down the alley and talk to the rats. And he is going to sit there and be like, "Hey rats, I can get you some cheese if you provide me with information." And that is going to be my Rachel speech of Beast and Leaf.
And linking that quickly?
What was that?
Do you mind linking that quickly for me, please? Thank you kindly.
You can't it can't speak back to you, unfortunately.
I know that, but I feel like I could tell if a rat is listening to me or running away.
The two rats kind of turn. And give me an animal handling check.
My only proficiency.
They
Sorry, I'm on a little
look
protein
away
diet.
and continue to skitter away.
Okay, have a great day. I will walk out and rejoin the party.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Unless anyone has anything else to do on the way. Merton will continue to lead you to, like the where you are is more of like a merchant shopping district, but he leads you to rows of more prominent houses, each with their own little courtyards. And you get down one of the roads, and you see a much smaller house. Like it's dwarfed in comparison to the two on either side. Out in front, you see a pair of men. Pardon me, having a conversation, stepping out of the house and walking the other way down the street away from you guys. One of them is they both, or one appears to be human, the other appears to be a half elf. The human is, he looks about the same size as Armstrong, very tall, but not a like he's fairly muscled, but not quite as ridiculous as Armstrong was. So he's standing at a good 6'4", still built, wearing very regal clothes. The half-elf next to him also appears to be well-dressed, not quite as much as the taller man, but they appear to be walking away down the street, and Merton points up to the house that they just left. That's Count Drake's there, from what I've been told. So, here we are.
Excellent.
The lot of you approach the building. There's a small wall around it with an open area, and there appears to be a porter standing on the inside in a bit of an alcove. He nods to you all and, hello, and welcome to the house of Count Rimbold Drake. Are you here to see the Count?
Yes.
That we are.
Very well, I shall take you in. Please follow me.
Lead the way.
He begins leading you into the small courtyard. Compared to the other houses that you've seen in this area, it is very small. Still more spacious than a commoner or a merchant home, but quite small.
I'm not doing the full stagger walk, but I do look hungover, so I'm leaning against the walls. Just like one hand against it most of the time, and using my staff as a walking stick.
Alright, give me a deception check. Or deception or performance. Performance, this would be performance.
Same thing on each. 18 plus 5. 23.
Cool. I will keep that in mind. The porter leads you to the house and opens and holds the door for the lot of you. Please, right this way. It's a small wooden interior, and he leads you into the first offshoot room on the left, which appears to be a study. He stands at the entrance to the area, and may I present Count Rimbold Drake. Sitting at the desk with Pasne over his nose. See a middle-aged human. His hair is blonde but starting to turn gray with a very well-kept mustache. He's just
We're in like an
Oh.
office.
yeah.
Okay.
There's no like door separating it from the main entrance area that you came from.
Lina is going to find a place to lean up against the wall that keeps a line of sight towards the entranceway.
All right, good to know. The man stands up, taking off the pasne. Hello. I wasn't expecting anyone. Please come in and have a seat. Let me clear off a chair or two, and starts going around the room, clearing off room's mostly well kept, but there are some papers spread around currently. offers a number of different seating chairs for the lot of you to sit.
Is the writing on any of the papers big enough to like see at a glance?
Give me a perception check.
Hold on, wait a second. Oh. I was gonna try to cast guidance on him to read.
I'll also try to pass a glance at something.
Perception as well.
I got a nat 20.
Thank you.
Oh, damn.
I got a 21.
All right, you both are looking around the room. It appears most of
Oh,
what he
wait, is there
has.
sunlight pouring into this room?
Yes, there is a window in the
Disadvantage.
out to the front.
I
Right.
got a nat 1, so I don't see anything.
Instead, I got a 15.
All right. In that case, you both see most of the pages appear to have ledgers and different numbers scrolled across them. Some sort of bookkeeping of some sort. Amavasya, you do see a few names quickly that are scrolled across them. One appears to be the name Gyre. Another is on a different page is Master Tuli. And finally, you see one that says Kylar Stern.
Okay. Could I get spellings for them?
Sure.
Thank you. Especially the first name.
Kylar Stern. Logan Gyre. And I'll get that last one to you in a minute. While I'm
Okay, thank you.
getting some other stuff done. So what can I do for the lot of you? I don't believe I've met any of you before.
We were sent here on a job.
We were
From-
tasked to deliver something.
Some papers for you.
All right. May I see them then, please?
But of course.
May I also see them?
No, Mo. I mean, you can take a look at them, but the papers are for... not you. And Jason will
Okay.
fish out the papers and hand them over. Like, I haven't looked at them myself, because that's not part of the job. Don't worry, Mo, you're not missing out on anything.
And there's Master Tuli.
Oh, thank you.
He'll take them and he'll note. I take it then you all came from Pavel's Grove by this seal.
That we did.
Alrighty then. How is Lady Wolfsong doing anyways? It's been quite a while since I've seen her.
Seemed well. Was in perhaps not the best of spirits, but I certainly had her energy.
Fair enough. He's unscrolling it and puts the pince-nez back on his nose. Let's see. I see. Yes. Oh. All right. He looks up to the lot of you. Thank you very much for delivering this. This will definitely help her case, and I think I'll be able to get what she needs done in this case. It also
Excellent.
says that you all are entitled to 100 gold reward each. Is this what she agreed with you all?
That was the agreement, yes.
Very well. He heads over to his desk and pulls out some papers and starts scribbling something down onto them. Oop, that was loud.
As he was telling us like should help Lady Wolfsong's case, etc. Did it look like he was he like believed what he was saying?
Insight.
Still have. Oh wait, no, I don't think you have your guidance.
Can I join in that insight?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I hope so. I got a 7.
You just. Do you think he's being honest?
Do I know this person?
You've been in the city for a while.
Mm-hmm.
You've definitely heard of this person. It is very rare for nobles to actually have to work for a living. He is one of those who actually works and is quite poor.
So I would know his reputation of being an honest person, being someone who gets their work done when they say they will, or
Yes, he was actually on the forefront of ending slavery in the city.